Hello guys, Solitaire Gamer here, and today I'll be reviewing Tsukuyomi Moon Phase. I saw clips about this anime series many years ago, but never got around to watching it. I finally watched this anime series after all these years. In this anime series, the protagonist Kohei hears rumors of a ghost living in a castle. He decides to investigate and finds out this ghost is actually a vampire girl named Hazuki that has been trapped inside his castle for many years. Right away, there are monsters that attack Kohei for entering into the castle. The only way he can get out of this alive is if he sets free Hazuki from his castle. Once free, she'll be able to help him and his friends escape. Before escaping, Hazuki bites Kohei's neck, and she expects him to become her servant. But for some reason, it didn't have an effect on him. Now she is living at his home, constantly ordering him around as if he's her servant. This anime series caught me by surprise. I thought it was going to be a comedy romance anime series like Chibi Vampire Karen. It actually turned out to be an action anime series with many fight scenes. The fights were actually decent and enjoyable to watch. It was vampires and other monsters fighting against humans that had spiritual power. It was annoying though to see a main character be absolutely useless for the majority of this anime series. He wasn't actually useful until the final episode. But overall, there were intense fight scenes with humans trying to desperately come up with a plan to defeat these powerful vampires and monsters. There weren't any dumb and random power-ups throughout the fight scenes. Though, I will say the early fights involving a particular villain was annoying to watch. The humans kill him, only for him to still be alive and doing alright. I get it. You don't want to kill a villain off too easily. So, if you want to trick us about his death this one time, it'll be annoying, but not that big of a deal. But this isn't a one-time thing. The anime series does it over and over, to a point where the fight felt dragged out, and it's like, just kill him already. This is getting repetitive and annoying to watch. It's like the villain had plot armor. It's like the characters kill him in the most perfect way, but the villain's like, oh, you didn't count for my hidden special ability. It was like this over and over. It was just so irritating to watch. The final fight in this anime series was very anticlimactic and a boring way to end a major fight. So while there were decent fight scenes at times, there was also a lot of disappointing ones. The mysteries in this anime series were pretty good. When there weren't any fights, there were great mysteries that were being uncovered, like the mystery behind Hazuki being trapped inside a castle in the first place, and why Kohei can't see ghosts. Overall, I did like the fights and mysteries, but the plot did get repetitive at times. It was basically someone trying to kidnap Hazuki. Kohei and his friends try to protect her. They fight the villains, and then even more villains appear trying to kidnap Hazuki. It was like this over and over. There's also certain moments that didn't make sense at all in this anime series. Throughout the anime series, it has said over and over that if a vampire is in direct sunlight, they will die. But Hazuki goes into the sunlight, and she's alright. The anime series tries to explain this later by stating that she is a special kind of vampire. But they should have foreshadowed this special power that she had. You give us all these warnings that direct sunlight will kill vampires, and now suddenly it's only regular vampires that die from sunlight. I really don't like changing the rules of this world on the fly. Just make it more obvious early on. The romantic development in this anime series was very disappointing. There is not any romantic chemistry between Hazuki and Kohei throughout the anime series. They just felt more like friends. Considering it's obvious these two will end up together at the end, the anime series should try to fit in some more screen time for romantic development. I don't like two main characters in the anime series. Kohei is just an average main male character that wants to protect the people that he cares about. He's about as generic as it gets. It was especially frustrating that he was so useless throughout this entire anime. He wants to help people, but he's just so useless. I get that I don't want to make an overpowered main character, but going the complete opposite way and make him so useless is not good as well. Hazuki is a main female character, and she is absolutely unbearable to watch at times as a character. She's a tsundere that is worse than typical tsundere because at least the typical tsundere character acts loving once in a while and shows a cute and embarrassed facial expression. But here, Hazuki just yells at Kohei all the time and orders him around. She gets much better in the second half of the show. but her behavior in the first half was absolutely unbearable. The opening and ending song for this anime series were average. The music wasn't that intense during the fight scenes. The animation style was not that appealing to look at, and I really didn't like the animation throughout this anime series. This was one of Shaft's early anime series. If you don't already know, Shaft is the anime studio that made the Monogatari anime series. The angles and the way the characters move just felt odd and not visually appealing to look at in terms of good fight scene. I do want to praise this anime series for not being a generic comedy romance anime series, but some of the fights were horribly done, and the characters were just not likable. I give this anime series a 6 out of 10. So that's all I'm talking about for this video. Thank you for watching the video. Have a great day night wherever you are, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and please comment if you find anything interesting video.